Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to actually talk about how to detect a soul and a spirit, because I got off to a whole nother thing because I had to get into that before I could get into this. And sometimes this shit just be like that. Now, flight boss, bitch. Now, we're going to talk about right now how to actually detect somebody's soul and spirit. You know what I'm saying? Now, since we know the highest frequency in this realm of reality right now is frequency, vibrations, and energy. Everything is frequency, vibrations, and energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you want to talk about space, time, and matter. You know what I'm saying? Solid, liquid, and gas. You know what I'm saying? They're all tied to, they're all related to frequency, vibrations, and energy. And the highest frequency of a space and gas is frequency. The highest spectacle of the fluid and time is vibration. The highest status quo of a solid and matter is motherfucking energy. So if you want to detect someone's whole energy, detect someone's spirit, detect someone's soul, how do you do this? Now, this is gonna make sense. You see what I'm saying? Now, we know everything was spoken with the word, right? So first of all, let's separate them. Let's know how each get affected. Now, how do spirits come to you? Right? Now, people got all these crazy ways of how they think spirits come to them. But there's a specific way, and the only way you should be thinking about it so you can capture it when they're attacking you. Whether they're demon spirits or angelic spirits, whatever. They attack you regardless. But if you get an attack in good nature, let it be. Open your heart. If it's attacking bad nature, close your heart. You know what I'm saying? Conceal that. Be the crab. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, check this out. Now, when we talk about separating them, let's talk about the spirit. Now, we know the spirit. We know everything was made with the word. So is the idea. So is the frequency. So is the thoughts. We know thought himself was an idea that came about to teach people about the original ideas amongst this snake pit land, amongst Earth, and the geographical measurements that was needed in order to make the pyramid. So we didn't have to physically make the pyramid. You see what I'm saying? The pyramid was made from the top down, not from the bottom up. Alright, and I got a video way back talking about that. Now when we act, oh, I'm seeing my battery. Okay, now when we talk about the spirit realm, you know what I'm saying? We know there's ways God came to you in 3 forms in the Bible. He came to you in the spirit, through the soul, and through the physical. He came through you through the spirit, through the word. He came through you through the soul. He made you feel a certain way about it. And he came through you through the physical, through Jesus. Now, I don't resort to any religion, but I can tell you within any religion, the Trinity, however you want to look at, whatever, if you're not unreligious persons, whatever you into, I know what to tie it to, because I'm the Archangel Uriel. And you might say, well, Uriel, that's from a Christianity thing. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. The actual name is Greek, but the energies of it is tied to me. I don't give a fuck what y'all call it here. Now, I can break down why y'all call it in the book of Enoch, and y'all turned it into Christianity and shit like that. I can break all that down. But what ain't gonna change is the motherfucking energy it carries. And what ain't gonna change is the fucking energy I have. And what ain't gonna change is the motherfucking proof I have of me carrying that energy in the first place. And it's just not something of a feeling. It's something that's external too, that you can point to. So once it's yin and left, once it's right and left brain completion of it, it is what it is. And I don't go on no tangible on just one side. I'm not just thinking of a logical way of saying, oh, I'm Uriel, and if I do this, that's gonna make sense. Boom, boom, boom. Without having the right brain part aspect of it to see if I truly feel this way. Is it this really true? So I'm looking at logical aspects. I could have been something else. Like my planetary alignment could have been somewhere else. I could have been something else logically, another type of angel, another something. And then I could have felt and show and express other type of attributes and been something else from the soul center. But I didn't. And I'm a person who taught the right and the left brain. So it is what it is. I know who I am. Ain't no I'm just creating this to make up some type of show. No. I don't give a fuck if I never make it or never do anything. I do this because this is who I am, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm on and off the court, on and off camera. I'm this way. You guys, anybody who fucking know me. You know what I'm saying? But that's another video. So now that I did that for an example right here because now you know my spirit. But I also told you how I felt about something. So now you know I'm genuine. So a lot of people who got good sun and moon placements are able to express the way they feel a lot better than others because others may have a hard time. They sun may express one thing, but it may not be comfortable with expressing how the moon is, and then it might do that and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But that's another video. If you just know thyself, period, you just who you is, and you gonna feel comfortable doing that. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about a person's spirit, you need to think about, now we say everything was created with the word, so we know the frequency of it. So we know it starts with the ideas. So we know what kind of spirits a person carrying by what they actually have on their mind. What do they actually talk about? What is the things that they're into? What is the things that they put upon you? Is they the type of people who are always talking about people? Is they the type of person who always got ideas to help you? Is they the type of person who's just off and on, fluky? And then some days they like this, some days they like that. They may be used as a vessel by many different spirits, many different days, because they don't know themselves. So this day they this way, next day they this way, because they got so many spirits, different beings controlling them each and every part of the time of the day. They don't even know who the fuck they is to themselves, and they always end up feeling defeated. They always feeling depressed because when they start to come back to themselves, they figure out what they got to themselves was used so much. When it's time for them to use it again, it don't look like nothing. So it's like, damn, what do I have? It's because you got used all motherfucking week. See what I'm saying? And that's how that's another way how you could tell someone's spirit. Know what they talking about. Listen what they're into. Look at the stuff that they have. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's more of their energy, but their thoughts, their ideas. What kind of funk do they be in most of the time? Because a lot of times you can get confused. It could be a person who got a lot of fucked up ideas, but here's when we talk about the soul. Here's how you know where a person's soul at. This is a little tricky because that's a person's vibrations. That's inside. So a person could give you a lot of ideas. They could talk a lot of shit, but a lot of times it's harder to detect what's going on in the inside. That's why a lot of times when people get overexpressive, you can tell that they're overcompensating for something that they might be going through inside. You know what I'm saying? But you might not be able to actually pinpoint what they're actually going through inside, because it's their vibration. It's them. It's who they are. It's what's on the inside. It's how they're vibrating on their own frequency and how they're relating to other people's frequencies with their own vibrations. So see right here, to understand someone's soul is a little tricky. So you can kind of pinpoint certain fragments of their soul due to their spirit, what they speak, with their words, their ideas, stuff that they're into, things that they do. That's their spirit. That's how the spirit works. We know the spirit works through frequency. We know frequency is the highest vibration of a space. We know space, once it got lowered, then the lower frequency of a space became gas. Then we know the lower frequency of a gas became like shit like fire and air and all that shit. And we know air is dealing with forms of communication. We know it's dealing with forms of communication and thought. So we know right here the fastest way a spirit can come to you is due to forms of information, due to forms of communication, due to forms of thoughts, so that's how spirits come to you. So depending on what kind of thoughts, what kind of information a person have, what kind of information a person is into, what kind of thoughts and communication style this person have, that let you know what kind of spirits this person is carrying. So know that and be very peculiar of what they're carrying, so you know how to pinpoint it, and you can go do research on the internet and see what kind of energies tied to what Pacific spirits, and then you will know what goddamn this person is spiritually, regardless of what the fuck they be talking about every day. You know what I'm saying? And then now the soul is kind of tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because the soul is the vibration. So the soul, to know a person's soul, a lot of times you have to really watch. You have to sit back and be subtle. It's more curvature. It's more round. You can't use left brain. You can't sit there and talk somebody to death about logical shit, about how to logically handle their problems, about how to logic, because it might be a deeper issue to that. And these are situations that take time, experience. The fluid. Do you see what I'm saying? The time, which are lower frequencies of vibrations. You know what I'm saying? So this way, to know how a person truly feel, yeah, regardless of what kind of spirits they kicking at you, the shit they talking about, what kind of ideas they throwing in the air, you have to sit back and watch a person. What do they actually do? How do they actually feel? You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. A person could give you the idea and the frequency that they don't like a certain girl. Say this is your best friend, right? He tell you that he don't like a certain girl. Or you a girl and this your best friend, she tell you she don't like a certain guy, right? Now, she giving you all this spirit. That's her spirit. She want to be in good spirits about it. Oh, I don't like him, whatever like that. So that's a good spirit, right? All right, the minute you start fucking with him, right? Or vice versa. If you a guy, you fucking with a girl. The minute you start fucking with her, right? All right, pay attention to his action. Now, that took time and experience, because it took time and experience for you to start to get involved with that person, right? Now, what he gonna now check out his moves now. Now, is he hating now? Is he feeling a certain way? Is he coming up with blockages? Is he in her inbox now? Females, is she trying to wear a little bit more shorter type clothes around him now that you got him? You know what I'm saying? Is she starting to try to come around you more now cause you be with him now? Huh? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? She showed you different. They felt a different way. Yeah, they had good ass positive ideas, good ass spirits, or spirits casting around them, whether their parents took them to church, make them think positive, whatever like that, but how they felt about it, that was their soul, their emotions, that was their true self. And you caught the soul of them. See, that took time. That took experience. That took sitting back, analyzing. That took the feeling of it. That took the gut of it. That took now you felt it. Yeah, you felt it, and you probably felt it at first. Cause when she was telling you, nah, I don't like that nigga. Fuck that nigga. You can do whatever you want with him, right? But you was like, yeah, but you probably felt, you was like, yeah, I bet goddamn well if I talk to this nigga, I bet goddamn well if I start talking to Archangel Uriel, she gonna get motherfucking mad. I bet goddamn well. And then when you felt it, see you felt her soul. You know what I'm saying? He's like you but you ain't know it yet. You just had the spirits around. You know what I'm saying? And her spirit, she might have other spirits blocking her. She might have did something that day, might have prayed that day or something like that. She might have had good ass spirits around her that kind of threw you off a little bit to make you really feel like, yeah, this is my friend, but she really telling me she don't care about him like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you actually go through with it, it told you right. Your spirit told you right. When you had the idea in the first place, like I knew she felt a certain way, but I don't know because of the cloudiness. Then when you actually went through with it, and then she started doing those certain things, start showing a little bit more breasts. You know what I'm saying? Start wearing the thong instead of her mom, grandmama panties. You know what I'm saying? It's the shit like that, like coming around. You started noticing a little different, like, oh, this hoe trying to wear some leggings with a thong on today. She just had on her grandma panties yesterday, and now she coming over here in a thong. I know what this bitch up to. See, you caught her ass. See, but then you thinking you had the idea, you like, I knew she would have felt that way in the first place. So your spirit picked up on her soul in the first place. But we in 2017, it's time to start acting on that shit. If you know you got a friend like that, get the fuck away from that bitch. Same way if you a nigga. If you know you got a dude like that, get the fuck away from that nigga. He ain't gonna do nothing but cause motherfucking confusion. And we don't need no motherfucking confusion in 2017 because everything is confused already. But it's getting confused to get springboard into a positive time. But at the same time, it's like it's going to take a lot of chaos and destruction in order to get rebuilt and get foundation again. And that chaos and restructuring period time, that little gradual breaking down time could be catastrophic for people. Y'all know I don't know fucking words, but y'all know the expression I fucking got. It can be a large fucking problem for people, especially if they're not consciously or subconsciously aware of their motherfucking self. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here kicking these videos like this, because, man, this is serious. I don't give a fuck who looking at these videos and laughing. I don't give a fuck who know me watching these videos and laughing. You can laugh all the fuck you want to, and I'll be laughing somewhere in the tropics somewhere, and your ass be laughing somewhere in a fucking hell density. Wondering why this happening, but I could get a good laugh when I watch this cat. But when you get back into your regular fucking life, it's fucked up. Yeah, it's real fucked up. I ain't experiencing your problems at all, me or my soul group, and we ain't part of your collective motherfucking consciousness at fucking all. You understand? Yeah, you will understand, because my soul group overstand. You know what I'm saying? So anything that you trying to kick that ain't with my soul group, it's under that. It's under us. It's under that shit. So you can't do nothing but understand. When I come around, you can't do nothing but just listen. You have no ideas around me. You have no choice but to understand things, because you would never overstand anything. And if you're a person that part of my soul group, or we can elaborate and build, then we're overstanding shit together. We're building this ladder together. But as far as you low consciousness motherfuckers, you just under. It ain't shit you try to kick onto me or my soul group is under that shit. You can, and then once I start to talking, you're gonna start to realize you can't do nothing else but be quiet and understand some shit after that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what me and my motherfucking soul group come and do. So you know what I'm saying? That's how you understand my soul. My soul is enormous. Because we got we large, and we all is one. I'm not just one individual right now. If you watching my videos right now and you understand what the fuck I'm talking about, we are as one. So we take this science, we do, and we go out into the world and utilize this shit. This our shit. But for you motherfuckers out there who trying to analyze shit, oh, this is wrong, this ain't right. You fuck y'all motherfuckers. We don't rock with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all part of programs and collective consciousness and shit. Because if it always supposed to, I don't give a fuck. When you into my shit, I don't give a fuck what religion you into, with everything. We don't judge, and we're able to build. And at some point or degree, we end up all coming to the same conclusion in the first place. Anytime some dumbass motherfucker come in, want to get separate, dilute, whatever like that, I'm a high consciousness enough person to know how to relate to any and everything. So if you can't even relate to me in no kind of way, and you coming with all this opposing type shit, like you already let me know you into programs, separation, this, that, and third. It ain't no higher than me. And I hate to have to say that, because that put me down in a realm of reality where you can kind of argue with me, like, okay, well, you talk about but ain't the most high. Yeah, I understand that. But listen, I ain't no better way to say that. Because when I'm up here so long, it doesn't get resonated down here. So ain't no other way to say, look, I'm down here, look, I understand every fucking thing. So ain't no way you should be able to come and talk to a person like me and have any kind of oppositions. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know, that's a prime example of me that's a prime example of God telling me that you a person into programs or something like that if you can't relate to me. And I hate to use a little ego, but sometimes a little bit of ego and pride is helpful for the sake of conversation, for people to get the motherfucking understanding the way it's supposed to fucking come across. And that's just motherfucking videos. And I just expressed in my soul and spirit, so and it basically broke down how you can detect soul and spirits. Cause you can detect that motherfucker shit. A nigga spirit, listen to that motherfucker's ideas and shit, whatever like that. Somebody's soul, whatever like that. Sit back and watch and see how they truly feel about something. You know what I'm saying? How they truly, what's their real emotions about something. That's how you know a person's soul. That's how you know where a person's soul at. So if a person always down, always determinated, always accommodated, always want to bring you down, always want to drag you down, or always want to throw emotional weight around, always want to feel like nobody care about them, always throwing some goddamn emotional fucking weight around, lighten your fucking load from that motherfucker. Damn! Get the fuck away from me. That's some sticky deep waters right there. You know what I'm saying? You need to go talk to you a motherfucking Scorpio or motherfucking Cancer and let them in so they can help you. If you a person with a lot of fucked up ideas, you need to go talk to a motherfucking not no Gemini, cause they ain't gonna do nothing but add to your motherfucking ideas. No. Go talk to a motherfucking Aquarius, and if they get detached, learn from them. Learn how to detach your own self. So when you talking to them and they act like they don't give a fuck about what you talking about, that should let you know. And they start to cut you off and shit, that should let you know. You start doing that type of shit too. That's how you learn from a fucking Aquarius. So when you got a fucked up spirit idea, go talk to a fucking Aquarius or go talk to a motherfucking Aries. And we'll get you out of that motherfucking shit. I'm an Aries. I will get you out of that motherfucking shit. Don't come around with no fucking Lauren ideas, blockages and shit, some shit that we can't do or some shit. No, we can do any and every fucking thing on this playing field. This plane of a motherfucking existence. You feel me? We do anything we motherfucking want to. I don't give a fuck. Lack of money, lack of this, lack of that. I'm a fucking million. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Live great. I go buy whatever the fuck I want to buy. I go live how the fuck I want to live. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying everybody can fucking do that. But I'm just saying once you reach a level of certain degree of consciousness, you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't even give a fuck if you can't. Live like you can. Listen, if you got to get up and go to work every day, you get up and act like that's your choice to do because you can. You get up and go to that job like these motherfuckers better be happy I come here because I'm a motherfucking god or I'm a motherfucking goddess. And when I come in this motherfucker, that's the only reason this fucking business is upholding. And if I choose to quit, that whole fucking business will fucking fail. That's the fucking mentality you go into that fucking job with. That ain't no motherfucking job. That's a place you go to help them. Because they wouldn't know what the fuck to do without you. You know what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch. And that's the spirit I want you to have. And we in this motherfucker. Archangel Uriel. Goddamn, flight boss.